Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Valentin, and I'm going to be presenting my internal analysis. I believe that self evaluation aids in self improvement, as do many others. In this course, we have taken various assessments, and they have been extremely beneficial when developing my internal analysis. First, I will be addressing my agenda. So, for my agenda, we're going to be discussing strengths, my weaknesses, my opportunities, any threats I might have, actions I will take, and my conclusion. Now I'm going to be moving on to my strengths. For my strengths, we have relationship management, social awareness, kinesthetic, musical, persuasion, and logic based reasoning. These are all my strengths when it comes to social media promoting, which is what I'm doing as of right now as my job. Relationship management is very important because you have to have maintain good relationships to be able to work as a cohesive team. Social awareness works hand in hand as well because you need to keep in consideration everyone's perspective. Kinesthetic, I'm a very athletic person. I'm always like to be on the move, which is very beneficial towards that. Musical, I actually do my social media marketing for various nightclubs and venues, which musical does go hand in hand because I also help in the musical side as well. Persuasion, I need to have very good persuasion when I have a very good business idea and I need to get it across through higher up individuals. And obviously, when I'm pitching ideas, I need to have logic based reasoning when pitching those ideas. Now I'm going to be moving on to my weaknesses. So, my weaknesses are going to consist of confidence after failure, postponing evaluation, time management, and avoiding interruption. I have a lot of trouble with confidence after failure. For example, if I'm expected to bring in a certain amount of people through my social media and I don't achieve that goal and I don't have a good turnout, it's very hard for me to kind of bounce back. I kind of beat myself up and don't really act upon that when I should really be taking that by the hand, seeing my mistakes and having more confidence going forward that everything's going to succeed. I have trouble postponing evaluation because I like to think on things before I wait for someone to listen, which is definitely a weakness of mine that I need to take into consideration so I could do better in my business meetings with my higher up authorities. Time management, very important. I have two jobs. I take four classes. It gets very troublesome, but time management is definitely something I've been working on. I'm looking forward into bringing that into one of my strengths. Avoiding interruption is a very big one for me because when I have an idea and someone else is speaking and I disagree with it, I like to pitch in to kind of make that idea better and make it into a better solution instead of just waiting and hearing the other person out and then coming to a resolution, which is also one of my biggest weaknesses. Now I'm going to be talking about my opportunities. For my opportunities, I have a lot of connections in the downtown Orlando UCF marketing area due to all the experience that I've had doing my social media marketing for multiple venues, which is very beneficial when I graduate. I have UCF Career Services, which I've been looking into, and there's a lot of positions there available once I graduate as well. Very helpful. The marketing industry is growing, so there's a lot of positions that need to be filled in. So that is very good. And I have access to multiple mentors that are already in that field that are giving me all this insight and giving me even more opportunities to excel in. Now I'm going to be talking about my threats. So one of the biggest threats is going to be is that the marketing industry, although it is growing, it is extremely competitive. It's a very strong competition that you must undo everyone to be able to be successful. That's how you make the most money in this field, and that's how you become the most successful. And you have multiple areas to attack and multiple positions to attack in. The biggest danger would be other people competing with you and trying to it's a very cutthroat industry. It's one against the other one. You just have to be able to know that you're the best at what you do and be very unique at what you do. The economy is still recovering from COVID, so that's definitely affecting multiple venues that are trying to be hosted right now in my job. So that's something that's one of the biggest threats at the moment for sure. Now I'm going to be moving on to the actions that I will take to succeed. I will take additional training from LinkedIn to turn my weaknesses into strengths, which is something that I've already been doing and has been extremely beneficial towards me. I will practice using the skills that I am weakest in during my work and social hours during work. Obviously, I'm going to be needing my strengths, but it would be very beneficial to practice my weaknesses slowly so I would be as proficient as possible in all skills. During my social hours, it's not something that's critical for me to have all my strengths in, but it will help my weaknesses in terms of my work business meetings as well. I'm going to seek internships that my personality would thrive in. So then when I do go into a field that requires some of my weaknesses, they would be on the stronger side and I will be able to secure that job, which goes into my next point that I will search for careers that accommodate my personality style. So my strengths could outweigh my weaknesses and I could hopefully secure a job that way as well. Now I'm going to be discussing my conclusion. In conclusion, I have been able to analyze all my strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, and actions that I need to be successful, which is extremely beneficial. I am seeing myself growing as a person after this class, and I can see myself continuing to grow. If there are any questions at this time, I will address them not. If not, thank you for your time.